figured we could get our steps in. I can get my steps in and just go on a little Agartha adventure. Cross over to the other side, you know what I'm saying? So, here we go. Hopefully get a couple thousand steps in. Because, why not, bro? You know, it beats sitting on the elliptical for 30 minutes. But I had a freaking baller leg day. I went to Planet Fitness at like 5 o'clock, somewhere around there, and I was just finishing up hamstrings when the power starts flickering. Planet, it's going on, going off, and then finally it just goes off for good. And about 15 minutes later, a guy came up to me and was like, "Sorry, man, we're gonna have to just wait about 50, get everybody off the machines and just wait for like 15 minutes. If it doesn't come on, then it's wraps. Gotta kick you out." So I was like, all right. Actually, I was like, let me get one more set in. He's like, all right, bet, you got it. So got one more set of hamstrings in. Dude's a bro. Let me get one more. But I got hamstrings done, and then ended up being removed from the Planet Fitness because the power didn't come back on. Let's check out the pond. Yo, that is freaking dope, man. Heck yeah. But camera's getting a little wet. That's chill. It's totally chill. I was gonna say was yeah, there's a Snap Fitness like 30 seconds from Planet, and those are the two memberships I have, is Planet Fitness and Snap Fitness. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go over to Snap Fitness. They have it's 24/7, so they have the card. You can just swipe it to get in, and luckily they have something to where has like a backup battery or something like that, so it still lets you in whenever the power's out. But went in there, hammies were already done, so I was like, it's kind of like a whole new lift. Like, I just went in there and all I had to do was quads and adductors and calves. But 2 sets of leg press, like 4 plates for like 8 and then 7, and then I did some leg extensions, just 2 sets of those. I forget the weight, 160, 175, something like that. 2 sets of those, and then adductors, 2 sets of those. Ooh, it's low-key muddy over here. It's a cool spot to chill, though. This is where we make boards. It's a sawmill. Very, very scenic. Extremely scenic. Very glad I decided to come out here rather than going on the elliptical. But yeah, overall, very, very fire leg day. The dude that was working, he had to kick everybody out at 7 o'clock, and I had just finished like my second set of calves, which was all I needed to do for the day, and it hit 7 o'clock perfectly, so it worked out great. And that was honestly probably the hardest I've pushed on calf press in a while. I just do like a little leg press machine, and I just do it for calves. They have the greatest leg press machine there for calves, at least. It's all right for actually the legs, but it gets the job done. I'm trying to keep the snow from getting in the camera. Oh, that's not my face. Hello. Forward camera work. Here, we're gonna flip this around. Bro, this is dope. This is low-key scary, bro. This would be a fireplace to bleed out. Just sitting right here, you know, slowly fading. Look up, see the branches, and everything. Like, look at that, bro. Holy mackerel. So dope. But yeah, had to check my pump in the dark. Just had my phone light underneath me. Was pretty sick, actually. This is, well, I've never really checked the pump as much as I do at Planet Fitness, because at Planet Fitness there's it's just like an open room. You don't have a secluded room like to yourself, to where, you know, you can record and stuff like that. So for legs especially, I only check the pump for like 10 seconds or something like that. But this cut is going pretty good. This is the first time I'm able to see, like literally today, it's the first time I'm actually able to see like all 4 heads of the quadricep, I don't know, quads in my leg. Like, I can see the striations and everything like that. Pretty freaking dope, bro. Pretty freaking dope. I'm getting excited, man. And I'm just started this cut like 3 weeks ago, something like that. Do we go left or do we go right? Low-key coping for stopping because I'm out of breath. All right, let's go right. But yeah, man, I've only lost like 3 pounds, something like that. Well, technically 5 pounds, but you know, a lot of that's glycogen and such. I guess we'll go around this way. Sorry, I keep pointing the camera up like at the sky. I'm not going to do that. What's this? Sorry, I'm sniffling and breathing a lot, but yeah, dude. Overall, freaking sick workout. That zone 2, I'm still able to have a conversation without overdoing it. I haven't really done this for cardio in a while, just straight walking. Normally, I have an elliptical in my garage and just do like 30 minutes. It's good for me. This is so dope, bro. Like, actually, yesterday I had the most amazing day. Sunday, got up, ate my rice, ate some tuna and then some rice to get start the digestion about 2 hours before my lift. So I had to go to church, so I went to church, and there's a a deer feeder over here. But yeah, I went to church and was sipping on 2 waters during church, so staying hydrated. I had a Propel before as well, and then got my little gallon jug and filled it up halfway and put some liquid IV in there, and then what was I gonna say? Put my liquid IV in there and just started slowly sipping on that throughout my lift, or throughout you know, while I was getting ready for the gym, and then ate a nanner, and that is the most I've progressed in a long time on those lifts. Literally like almost 2 reps every set, and it just felt so good. I was listening to the low cortisol playlist, because when you know, if you lift, you know, and you track your stuff, when you're hitting 2 more reps than the previous week, it's a good freaking day, bro. So yeah, yesterday was an actually amazing day, and it was like 80 degrees or 70 degrees yesterday, something like that. And I was driving the the 86 in my car. I have two vehicles. One when I drive when it's kind of snowing like this, and another one that I can just keep in the garage. It's more of like a weekend car, fun. But anywho, I was driving the car, windows down, sunglasses on, bro. Just straight enjoying it, bro. It was a great time yesterday. Hands are freezing. But I'm kind of just using this as a little tracker to see how long I'm going. Only 15 minutes so far, so I'm gonna try to get a little bit more than that. I did do extra cardio yesterday. I did 35 minutes, and I also walked at the mall while doing my Anki flashcards, which I'm trying to keep pushing through, trying to learn or just make better use of my time, and I'm trying to learn a different language right now because at some point I want to go to Japan. So sorry, it's kind of like a decline right now, so I gotta watch my step so I don't fall. But yeah, that's the first 2 weeks I was going pretty strong, and then it kind of fell off. But yesterday and today was the first couple days where I really locked back in, so kind of got the second win. Hopefully I keep just trudging along, because I really want to be able to at least have somewhat of a conversation comprehension when I'm over there. And I do want to go over there in the next couple of years, because I've always wanted to since, like, I don't know, 10th grade. In 10th grade, when I worked at Dunkin' Donuts, all of my tips went in a box, and I was saving up for a Japan trip. But ultimately, the person I was going to go with, just the plans fell through. So, but I still always wanted to go. I'm super interested in the culture, everything like that. Weeb, I guess you'd say, but not really. People always bring that up whenever you say you're learning Japanese. You're like, oh my gosh, this guy's just a freaking anime nerd. And I do enjoy anime. Do also enjoy manga. I have a manga collection. It's been slowly, slowing down. I've had it for like 4 years. At the start, I was like really into it, like trying to, collect as much as I can, read a bunch of stuff, because I was just super interested in it. Oh shoot. Okay, so accidentally ended the video, but we back, and it's rather dark right here because we're covered up in the trees, but it is getting darker as time progresses. But here's what I was saying. My collection has slowly stopped, ceased like getting bigger, because I got like 4 more books that I haven't read of this series. Vagabond, I'm sure most of you guys know it, but gosh. Next thing I want to read, though, probably Vinland Saga. I've watched the anime. Didn't finish season 2 for some reason, but I hear reading it is much better, so that's what I'm going to be reading next. Same place. I just went, to the right, back down, and then back up that right there. So let's go to the left this time. But yeah, man, the lifts recently have been great, and every single time I've had a good lift, like here recently, I was in a slump there for a second. I had a night where I kind of got like good or bad sleep, stuff like that, a couple nights in a row actually, because I had to go on a work trip, and I wasn't as locked in on the sleep and stuff like that, because I always sleep kind of bad away from home for some reason, like in a hotel or anything like that. So, and the day before the trip, I had to wake up at like 5 a.m. So, you know, I was kind of nervous for it too. So I just like barely got any sleep at all. But yeah, bounced back from that. And for the past like 5 days, the pre-workout ritual has been eat a bunch of protein in the morning, kind of get it out of the way. Well, it depends if it's a Saturday or Sunday or, you know, a weekday, because I thought I heard something. Look, he got scared. I'm gonna turn around. But anyways, pre-workout ritual. So say it's a day that I work, a weekday, like today. I woke up, immediately just had 2 packets of tuna and then some canned chicken and apple. So very minimal carbs, very minimal fat, just basically straight protein, just to kind of get it out of the way, just start digesting some protein. And then for my second meal, that was probably around 11 o'clock, so I fasted a little bit just to, you know, give myself more of a window to like a smaller window to eat my food. That way I'm not as hungry. I always like to intermittent fast in the morning, when I'm cutting at least, just for a little bit, nothing crazy. Like some people go like 1 o'clock. Nah, I can't do that. I wake up around 8, so about 3 hours, that's about right for me. But anyways, so yeah, eat a bunch of protein in the morning, had that apple, and then I lift at like 4:35ish most days, so around 2:20, I remember exactly 2:20, because I was in the middle of a meeting. I didn't have to talk or anything. I had pre-made my rice, so I made 3 servings of rice, which is a cup and a half of rice, so it's like 510 calories, 130 carbs, something like that. So I'll eat that around 2 hours before I lift, something like that. And while I'm eating that as well, I'll be sipping on like a half gallon of water with liquid IV in there. Sorry, it's kind of dark going through that same little spot right here. But yeah, I have my liquid IV, and honestly, I feel like that has been the contributing factor, like a lot, because normally before I started doing this, I would just drink water and not really have any electrolytes or anything like that. But I've been having, you know, Propel is not a lot, but, you know, Propel in the morning, a liquid IV before I lift, like a total of 2 hours before I lift, just like slowly sipping it, and then bleeding a little bit into the lift. So like on the way, I'll still be drinking the liquid IV a little bit, and then I'll have a nanner before I get in the car. So a banana, it's like 100 calories of just straight carbs, like 25 carbs. So I'll have that, and then during my lift, and I'm not saying this is, you know, this is the truth, bro, this is gonna make you jacked, this is gonna give you the best workout of my life. This is just what has been working for me recently. But other than that, it's a hound dog barking, but other than that, I normally just have man, he's really going crazy. Hold on. There's a house right there. He's going nuts, bro. Anywho, yeah, I have those. I cannot get over that, bro. But I have those, that banana, and then on my way to the gym, obviously pre-workout. Here lately, I've been either drinking just an energy drink, because I have a stockpile of them right now. I'll get to that in a minute, but have that pre-workout on the way there, probably about 20 minutes before I get there, start sipping on it. Finish it probably 10 minutes before I get there, and then during my lift, so I'll be, you know, first muscle group, I'll normally wait until I'm done with my first muscle group. So for example, today I hit hamstrings first, and then once I'm done with that, I'll have a body armor for some intra-workout carbs and a little bit more electrolytes, which I think it helps me. A lot of people swear by it, so I'm with them. And then after I finish my lift, I'll be sipping on water my whole lift. And then after I finish my lift, I'll have it's just water, creatine, and 1 scoop of protein powder. It's like 30 grams of protein, something like that. But yeah, lately that little ritual right there has just been freaking working, bro. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it was just where I was in a slump there for a second, where I got bad sleep, and now I'm just back on track. But that has been a game changer, bro. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how much my lifts affect my overall mood for the whole day. Like, if I go in the gym, I've been waiting on this all day. I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to roll. Got my pre in me. I'm ready to go. 2 less reps than last week. Are you kidding me, bro? And it's hard to, there's some deviation obviously a lot of the time, but sometimes it's just sucks, man. But it's all part of the process, ups and downs, just like your weight throughout the weeks, months. It's gonna go up and down. But if your goal is to lose weight, then you should just see a trend going down, even if it's not, perfectly down all the way, losing 0.1 pounds a day, whatever. But yeah, that has been working a lot for me, and that's what I did today. And where the power was out at Planet, I couldn't do the same quad exercises that I normally do, and also started a new hamstring exercise. So I couldn't really tell if I really progressed today, but I think I did pretty good, so I'm happy with that. Sometimes you just feel strong, you know what I mean? It's crazy because while I was bulking, check this out. That is so scenic, bro. That's crazy. Genuinely crazy. But while I was bulking, some days I wouldn't even progress. And that's part of it, but some days I would lose reps, even though my weight is going up. And I hope I haven't been covering the microphone this whole time, bro. That would suck. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I was losing reps some weeks, and when I started this cut, I feel like I've gained more strength than I was on the tail end of that bulk when I was steadily gaining weight. You know what I mean? So very happy with the cut so far. I started 188. It's been about 3.5 weeks, something like that, and I'm 183.8 this morning. So we take that. I did the average. I've been just tracking my weight every 7 days, every day, same time. And just averaging that, adding it all up, dividing it by 7. Look at these marshmallows, bro. Check these out. Straight hay. These boots are kind of rubbing my heels, bro. Crap kind of hurts. But whatever it takes, bro. Doesn't matter if your heels hurt, bro. You gotta get your cardio in, bro. You gotta get shredded, bro. You gotta be cool for the summer, bro. But yeah, overall, cut's been going great so far. Absolutely fantastic. Very, very happy with the progression as of late. I'm not shredded yet, but I'm a little bit leaner than when I started, and I'm stronger than when I started. So that's kind of really all you can hope for, bro. That's my dog barking in the background. She's loud. She's very loud. She sleeps all day. gets prepared to stay up all night and just bark all night, bro, at nothing. But I just keep my fan on high, and most of the time I can drown her out. But I guarantee you that I would have half a pound, 0.25 pounds, somewhere in there, more muscle if she didn't bark at night, bro, because I've lost some sleep from her whenever we first got her. So, but she, still love her, bro. Oh, my heels are definitely starting to hurt though. They gotta be like freaking red right now, irritated. It's friction. Try to walk on my toes, on my heels maybe. Wait, it won't. But I think it's been about 30 minutes just straight walking. I do have my phone in my pocket so I can track the steps. I've been thinking about getting an Apple Watch just to track my heart rate during my cardio and such. And it's just like easier to track steps, but low key I just be saving money, bro. I try not to spend. Oh, I was an 86. No way. That's literally my car, bro. That's dope. But no idea what I was just saying. Oh yeah, generally I like saving my money. Just trying to save up as much as I can right now before I move out. So here lately, life's just been work, and then the gym, which is like the highlight of my day, cardio, and maybe some video games at night, studying some Japanese, and then hitting the hay, bro. And you know, that's totally cool with me. That's totally cool with me. No regrets. I don't know how many steps I just got in. Whoa, there's like, I don't know if you guys, or if you can see that, but there's like some red back there. It doesn't really pick it up on the camera, but it looks cool. I think it's just somebody's house or something like that. Pretty cool. That's what time to head inside though. It's getting dark. It's getting dark. Train tracks. Probably not seeing a bunch on the camera right now because I can see that it's -2. I don't even know what that is, EV, but I just know that it's supposed to be like -0.3 for you guys to see anything good, or for the camera to pick it up really. So back on the main road. On the way home, there's a car coming. Stretching through the snow, man. Gotta get this cardio in. Holy crap, my heels are hurting. I know I've already said that like 20 times. Kind of went through a slump right there for a second, like I was saying with the training, and kind of broke my mental for a couple days, but we're back, baby. Back and better than ever. I'm just here for the summer, bro. It's probably the last snow of the year. I'm gonna just walk on the train tracks. I don't know why I'm walking on the main road. That's pretty cool though, the reflection from the light on the road. That's pretty dope. Oh. The train tracks is just like straight rocks. Not very good on the ankles. Just walk on the logs here. Actual tracks. W cardio session. I think this was around. I accidentally stopped the other video around 16 and a half minutes, 17 minutes. So it's probably like a good 30, 35 of walking. Some of it was incline, some of it was decline. So very happy with that. Walking over to the house. Somebody left the garage door. I was just thinking today, as I was on my way to the gym, I was just like, just so grateful that I found something like this that I can really, really pour my heart into it, for lack of a better term, but like to, kind of cringe, but grateful to have something that I'm extremely passionate about. I know there's people out there that, they just have nothing that they really actually truly are working towards, and I think that, at least for me, I need something like that, like the gym, like learning Japanese, just seeing the little milestones every day. Just, I don't know, something about it, man. Something about it. But yeah, I was just extremely grateful. I am extremely grateful. That's what I was thinking on the way to the gym. I was like, where would I be at right now if I didn't start a push-pull legs training program? My dad didn't get me that Smith at like 17. Where would I be at, bro? Definitely wouldn't be making this video right now, because I wouldn't be doing cardio. I was a fat chud. There's my old tracks. I was a fat chud before I started lifting. I was a Fortnite pro. My dog sees me. She doesn't know who I am. She's going crazy. I'm about to run up on her. Oh gosh. Try not to fall. She don't know who I am, she getting scared. Hey, come here, girl. Hey, come here. Come here. Hey, come here. She ran away. Just a crib. Oh. Dead on the couch. Oh man. Successful cardio session. I might do a little bit more on the elliptical just because it was a little bit more lackluster compared to my normal cardio. But wind chimes. Probably can't really see anything. Sort of chill sometimes. This actually has a plate in it. You can light up the fire right there in the middle. It's like one of those things with like the rocks and stuff. I was sitting out here yesterday when I was cortisol minimizing my cortisol. Low cortisol maxing. Anywho. Yeah, it was just some music and just sitting out here thinking. Can't see anything right now. Probably gonna end that there. Later.